Jamie Murtagh of Ashburn Community School, his first attempt at 2 meters 10 in the boys senior high jump, and he's got it, and that's the gold medal for Jamie Murtagh as well. David Cusson from Cork could only clear 2:05, and that's gold for Murtagh. Third and final attempt at 2:14 for a new schools record for Murtagh, and he's knocked it. So Richard Robinson from Ballyclare remains in the record books from 1983. It's a 5-year-old record. It's residing in Sligo. Aisling Joyce of Ballinrobe on the final bend has the slight advantage over Aoife Deering. Take nothing for granted from what we've seen so far today, but Joyce has a little look around and just has enough still in the tank. She's keeping the margin over Aoife Deering, and Aisling Joyce is going to win the mile at the schools championships, ahead of Aoife Deering in second place. This is quite a race as they approach the bell, and Jack O'Leary still hasn't gone for it yet, but it's between these six for gold, silver and bronze.
Oh, this is a great championship race. The elbows are flying, they're pushing, they're shoving, and everybody is just holding back a little bit. There goes another casualty, there goes two casualties, and that's what I'm talking about.
Doyle and Nasir both fell, and they're both out of the gold medal hunt now, and it's between these three. O'Hargan having a push towards the line, and Jack O'Leary with them also, and that was an incredible fall. So it's O'Hargan and O'Leary aiming for gold and silver. Oisin O'Callaghan is back there. It's a real charge for the line here, and at the moment O'Hargan is looking very, very good indeed. And in second place it's Jack O'Leary. It's Lucas O'Hargan who leads for Coláiste Creasry and Cork, and on the final bend it's Lucas O'Hargan who leads. Jack O'Leary isn't spent yet. O'Leary's trying to fight hard, but it's O'Hargan who still leads. O'Leary's coming on the outside, and O'Leary's coming through to win. Jack O'Leary gets the victory, and what a win in the mile for Clongowes Wood. 4:41.42, a real dive for the line. Oisin O'Callaghan third, Cathal Doyle fourth, Lucas O'Hargan fought hard, but Jack O'Leary is the champion. Giving it up between them, and it's Kyle Larkin who still holds the lead, but it's not over yet. Michael Carey of High School Clonmel is looking to draw him in this final lap, heading towards the water jump now, and it's Kyle Larkin. This will be important how he lands. Here he goes, Larkin over it, and he didn't lose stride at all, but neither did Michael Carey. They come round towards the closing straight, the final bend. It's Kyle Larkin who leads, Michael Carey just behind him in second place. The record from 1986 held by Frank Conway from Intermediate School Kilorglin. It's Kyle Larkin who's going to win this. He held on all the way from Ardskull Reach in Limerick. What a win for Kyle Larkin. That's a great victory. Michael Carey very fast also. They're both inside 6 minutes.
Oh, that was a very high quality race. 5:56, 5:58. The difference between them actually, I think, is their technique. The fact that Michael had to step on the barrier several times over the latter laps probably cost him the race.
And Ryan Blundell takes the bronze ahead of Ian Hartnett in fourth. And Arlene Crossan who fell and who recovered and who did so well to get back up into contention. She's beaten now. Stephanie Cotter holding on against Rebecca Douglas, and Cotter has one final kick for home. Stephanie Cotter will win it. Great champion Rebecca Douglas in second place, and Niamh Malone comes home in third, but that was a typical 800 metres race.
I think Kevin might have something left. He's checked a couple of times. Conor O'Driscoll maybe has got as far as he's going to get, because Kevin is not going to go down without a fight, and you can see there he keeps accelerating. Everybody loves to see a front runner rewarded. He's 80 metres from glory now, and if he can dig in there, he's going to win the schools title that he covets so much.
And McGrath's holding off Foley, and McGrath comes through to win. Great victory for Kevin McGrath, who led from gun to tech, and the rest are fighting for silver and bronze. Alana Lally from Presentation Athenry is going to be a very fast time. 2:10.27 is she for Cleirigh-Buttner's record. Can Lally break it? It's her against the clock now, running it down. Alana Lally has missed out on the record by half a second, but she has the gold, she has the title. Louise Shanahan second, and Carla Sweeney third.
If he fights like his brother fought up the straight, he'll beat them all, and he's got a yard. And now he just looks at him as they go down the straight. He doesn't give in easily. He's exactly like his brother, the way he glances around. Tough men to get past.
Here comes Liam O'Hangasa, but O'Hangasa's not going to get there. It's going to be Brian McGrath to do what his brother did, and O'Hangasa tied up in the line. He went for gold. He ends up with bronze. Jack Reed in second, but Brian McGrath takes the gold for the sprints in the junior girls 100 metres. Great start in two by Gina Moses of St Vincent's Dundalk, and also by Molly Scott, and it's between Gina Moses and Molly Scott at the moment. Scott is in the green and Moses in the black, and it's going to be very tight, and Molly Scott's coming home, and Molly Scott just won it ahead of Gina Moses in second place, with Charlie Maudsley of Newport in third. Moses led for quite a bit of that, but the gold medal belongs to Molly Scott.
We're here with Molly Scott, winner of the Junior Girls 100 metres. Molly, fantastic race today. You were headed slightly by Gina going into the last 50 and you came through in the end.
Yeah, I was really happy. It was my first time to beat her here and I was really happy. We've been running against each other since we were 9, so it was a really good race.
And you came through in the last 50 quite strong. You've obviously worked quite hard on your speed endurance. How's that gone so far this year?
It's gone really well. Just after the indoors I trained really hard on endurance, so I'd be able to catch up with her over the end part of the race.
She for Cleirigh-Buttner, a great champion down through the years. And now here she goes for senior glory. It's the 800 metres. Did the double last year, 800, 1500. Only going in the 2-lap race this time. She's alongside Aisling Crossy of Sacred Heart Newry, Ciara Keogh of Moyne, Claire Conlon of Coola, Niamh Markham of St Flannan's Ennis, Megan O'Brien, Loretta Clonmel, Jessica Coyne of Crescent Limerick, Ellen O'Hanlon of Holy Faith Clontarf, Sinead Lynch of Ursuline Carlow, Louise McPhillips of Alexandra College, Emma Wilson of Ballyclare High School, and look who's up in front. She for Cleirigh-Buttner, you'd expect nothing else.
Oh, there's no doubt Sheafra has been one of the great personalities of schools athletics over the last few years. Every few years it throws up great personalities like that, and Sheafra's name goes with the event, like Sonia of years ago. Sheafra is attacking the record, and I have a feeling she'll maybe do a bit of damage on that, but there's a great race on at the moment in Irish athletics to be the first woman under 2 minutes, and Sheafra would see herself in the category to be one of the first women under, if not the first. And so today is an important step in her development, but she's having it put up to her here.
Yeah, she's taken the bell with Aisling Crossy of Sacred Heart Newry, and looking back, Jessica Coyne is among the field of 3 trying to catch up. She for Cleirigh-Buttner in the black wearing 3, Aisling Crossy of Sacred Heart Newry. Cleirigh-Buttner, who has been dominant on so many different factors, indoors and outdoors, and the cross-country circuit as well, but it's Aisling Crossy who's still putting it up to her with 200 metres to go. But this is a very strong performance by she for Cleirigh-Buttner, and she might just get under the 2:10 here, set by Elizabeth McWilliams back in 2004.
Oh, it's on the cards here. She's accelerating away. She's looking fantastic. She's great strength there, great power actually. A few years ago she was so slight, but she looks a much more powerful athlete now, and that's what you need to run good 800 metres.
She's pulling away, she for Cleirigh-Buttner. She's going to get the gold. Is she going to get the record? She is by miles.
That is a fantastic record. She's taken 6-point-odd seconds off the record. It's one of the great Irish schools records now.
Gold medal and all the plaudits, and deservedly so.
She for Irish record by 6.5 seconds. You can't be looking for too much more than that.
Yeah, no, I'm delighted now with that. Like, it's a PB for me as well by like a full second, so it's like you can't ask for much more. First race, proper race into the season, so like hopefully I'll go away and maybe knock a bit more off that.
And you're not competing in the 1500, you're giving yourself a bit more time, a bit more recovery into what's going to be a daunting season coming up during the summer for the 800.
Yeah, I'm focusing basically more on the 8 this summer, but I did the 15 last weekend, so we were wanted to go out full out today in the 8, so taking a break from the 15 today.
So this the senior boys 800 metres, and the record in this held from 1982 by Sean O'Neill of St Louis in Ballymena, 151.1. It's Colonel Kirk of Sullivan Upper Hollywood in this, Paul Healy of St Mary's Galway, Tom Hennessy of St Mary's Newport, Cian Murray of Carrick, Killian Kerwin of St Fintan's High School, Sean Tobin of High School in Clonmel, Andrew Wright of Grosvenor in Belfast, Harry Purcell of Castleknock College, Michael Duffy of Northwest Regional College, Michael O'Rourke of Ballyhornis, Danny Lawler of Presentation Carlow, and Conor Walter of Rochestown College College. And look at this right at the front, right from the start. It's Sean Tobin of High School Clonmel.
Sean is obviously the favourite for this. He actually ran faster than the school's record here today. He ran faster in the Munster school, so he has designs, I'd say, on taking the Irish school's record to the cleaners. So he's having a real go. He's gone off very hard, but it's a very good field, and they're all taking on the challenge. Killian Kerwin there in 4th place from St. Fintan's High School actually carried the Olympic torch in Howth last year when the torch came to Howth. He's a very fine athlete with a very strong kick, so I'd keep an eye on him. Harry Purcell from Castleknock, coached I think by Eamon Coughlin out there, is another interesting character. Good 400 metre speed. Tobin is the king of Irish School senior athletics at the moment. He won the cross country, and so he's going for a very unique double, the cross country and the 800. But he's going for it, but he hasn't got it yet. And I keep an eye on all the boys behind.
Yeah, Danny Lawler's flying as well for presentation, Carlo, along with Harry Purcell, along with Killian Kerwin. But at the moment, it is Sean Tobin of High School Clonmel who leads. And in 2nd place is Harry Purcell. In 3rd place is Danny Lawler. In 4th place is Killian Kerwin. And Tobin's pushing away towards the line. And Sean Tobin looking for victory in the senior boys. It's going to be very fast indeed. He's dipped under 151. Sean Tobin gets the record. He gets the gold. And Killian Kerwin finishes in 2nd place. Harry Purcell 3rd, Danny Lawler 4th. And what a great victory. 2 great champions there in the 800 metres. Schiefer, Cleirigh-Buttner, and now Sean Tobin. Intermediate boys 100 metres. And watch out for Zach Irwin here. He's 2nd from the right-hand side. It's Ray Walsh with him from Davis College Mallow and Callum Byrne of Ballyhale. But Zach Irwin's powering away. No one's going to beat him. Zach Irwin wins the intermediate boys title. He is a man to watch, there's no doubt about that for the future. 10.95 with Ray Walsh in 2nd, 11.31, and Callum Byrne of Ballyhale in 3rd. Zach Irwin, first half of a double. Senior girls 100 metres. And it's the 2 on the right-hand side to watch out for. Phil Healy in the pink and Cleena Manning in the sky blue. And they've really divided this title in the past, but Phil Healy's not going to be beaten today. Phil Healy is going to be an emphatic winner of the 100 metres and in a new record time. Phil Healy wins at 11.82. Cleena Manning took 2nd only just from Grania Moynihan of St Mary's Macroom. Phil Healy, what a dominant performance. Well, it was quite a margin of victory in the end for Phil Healy. And the senior boys 100 metres is up next. And it's the man on the right, Marcus Lawler, CBS Carlo to watch, and fighting hard also is Paddy Colquhoun of Methody Belfast and Kieran Elliott of James, but Marcus Lawler's coming through. Marcus Lawler of Carlo's going to get the victory, and it's a new record time, 10.59, beating the record of Tony Flannery from 1970. It stayed in the record books for 43 years, but Marcus Lawler, an emphatic champion, 10.59, a new Irish schools record. So Marcus Lawler has retained his boys senior 100 metres title. Next, he's going for the double and the 200. That's on the way.